Welcome back to the program. It's the morning or the day after the first Monetary Policy Committee meeting of the Central Bank of Nigeria since the general elections. It seems the announcement sent some sort of shockwaves through the market. We saw the market retracting 0.04% as at intraday. Let's now bring in my colleague at the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Temple Ashaju. Hello, Temple. Just yesterday, the MPC adjusted the monetary policy rates by 50 basis points. How's the market reacting to that adjustment?
Well, the market is still trending in the negative territory. We had expected that at least that decision of the MPC will be able to moderate the sell-offs and declines that we've been seeing in the market lately. But right about now, the market is down close to some 0.50%. And of course, that's really not encouraging. But you know how things have been, the market in recent time has been experiencing so much of sell-offs and of course a bit of a bargain hunting. But we still do expect that before the market closes, these losses that we've seen so far today will be moderated by at least some gains in the system. Because again, this is something that is quite positive, even though I overheard some traders earlier discussing this particular issue and saying it doesn't really bring about any difference in the market. Because if MPR is not at single digits, it's not a major driver of confidence in the market. That tells you that these guys are really expecting things to go much lower than 13.5%, which is what the MPC actually cut the MPR down to yesterday. We also know that before now, quite a number of foreign investors have shifted their attention to the emerging markets and frontiers segment of the markets. Emerging and frontier markets, that's for some internet, the platform where you have the some of the local companies here quoted at the international space. So that's where we've been seeing them playing out much better. That segment of the market has actually improved way more than it used to be in recent times since the exit of the FPIs from the equities side of the market, aside from the fact that we also know that they had also indicated more interest in the debt side of the market. I'll talk about the treasury bill space more significantly. But today, again, because we know that as I said earlier, it's the morning after the MPC decision was taken. There's a debt management office primary market auction taking place today. Some 100 billion naira worth of auction will be taking place today. Will be offered across some 5-year, 7-year, and 10-year papers. And of course, you will expect a lot of the corporates, a lot of the pension fund administrators, lots of these big players in the market to divert their attention to the bond side of market due to the rates that will come in a bit more attractive in the market. Because again, there you will expect the impact of this 13.5% MPR to also play out in the market, even though we know that some analysts have predicted as well that things will be halved by some 50, the rates there will be halved by some 50 basis points, because of course they expect to have some more demand. So in a nutshell, you should have oversubscription on that side of the market at the end of the day. That's where the attention is right now. And so you will expect the markets today to experience this negative sentiment, since the decision of the MPC didn't really surprise a lot of the, it was a bit of a surprise, but the fact that it was just a 50 basis points reduction in the MPR didn't really move them. So that's basically the sentiment in the market, Emana.
All right, thank you very much, Temple. Well, the wait and see continues. Away from the markets to Cameroon, where a program is helping train and fund youth living in rural areas in order to enable them invest in agribusiness and also create jobs. About 2,000 young farmers have enrolled on the project, which is supported by the International Fund for Agricultural Development and the Cameroonian government.
Gabriel Etta is harvesting pepper at his farm in Obala in Cameroon's central region. Etta grows pepper, cucumber and tomatoes on about 4 hectares of land. The 26-year-old is among a group of young farmers in the country who enrolled on the Youth Agro-Pastoral Entrepreneurship Promotion Program, which was started in 2015 to promote farming among the country's youth as a way to help create jobs and improve food security. The initiative is supported by the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, and the Cameroon government. Each farmer also gets a grant of $200 to start out.
I like agriculture a lot, and as an entrepreneur, you must make progress and not stagnate. When the Youth Agro-Pastoral Entrepreneurship Promotion Program gave me funds, it wasn't for me to just concentrate on one type of farming, but rather on different types of farming, which will help other young people, and also I could employ other young people.
Experts say Cameroon faces urgent problems of rural poverty and climate change, which require investment in people and infrastructure development. Etta also runs a poultry farm that has grown since over the last 3 years to breed over 1,000 chickens today. Through his business, he has managed to provide employment for 3 other young people. On a good month, the farmer makes about $800 from his vegetable and poultry farm business.
When I look at how much growth the different types of farming have brought here, I feel really proud. When I plant cucumbers and see them grow, I feel a sense of pride because of all the effort I put in. I also think about when I put the produce on the market. It will bring a certain amount of money.
The program plans to train over 25,000 young people and create over 5,000 agricultural businesses in parts of the country in future. Etta sells his farm produce to traders who buy in bulk and later sell the vegetables and poultry on the local market.
I like buying chicken from him because he sells organic chicken. What I like about him is that every time I need to buy chicken, he's always ready to sell one. He's not the type of vendor who tells you to come tomorrow only to find out that he has no chicken. He always has chicken to sell.
Etta is working on plans to expand his farm business even further this year to grow fruits including pineapples and watermelons.
That's the program today. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Emana Amawe. Bye-bye.